Hello and welcome. In this lecture, we are going to learn a shortcut method of multiplying any digit number by 5, 25, 125, etc. First of all, multiplication by 5. We know that 5 can be written as 10 divided by 2. 5 can be written as 10 divided by 2. So, instead of multiplying by 5, because it's going to take time to multiply by 5, it's going to give the strain on your brain also. But by using this technique, that instead of multiplying by 5, we multiply by 10 by 2, 39. So this becomes 390. So we can make this technique more easier by just placing a 0 after the number and then writing the half of the number. This will give us the multiplication by 5. This is 390. For example, if we have to multiply this number by 5, instead of multiplying by 5, we will just write a 0 after the number, or we will assume that there is a 0 after the number and we will write the half of this number. That is 6620. So this is the answer. So in order to multiply any number by 5, we just place a 0, or we assume that there is a 0 after the number and then we write the half of the number. That is 390. So this becomes very fast and there is no stress on the brain. Now in this case, we have to multiply by 5. So we will place a 0 after the number and now we will make it half, 6620. Now in this case, when there is a decimal, first write the answer without decimal and then place the decimal accordingly. For example, we can assume that there is a 0 after the number and now we have to write the half of this number. That is 24620. And now we will place this decimal, which is leaving the 2 places from the right. So the answer is 246.20. Now for this number also, we will just place a 0 after the number and then we will write the half of this number, that is 12680. Let's write a few more examples. Let us suppose that we have to multiply 43 by 5. Now we just have to place a 0 over here and then we have to write the half of this, that is 215. So this is the answer. And now in this case, again we will place a 0, 1280. So this has become very simple. Again we will place a 0 after the number. So this will become 6170. So it's very fast to write the answer now. So for multiplying any number by 5, just place a 0 after the number and then write the half of the number. Now multiplication by 25. This technique is also similar to multiplication by 5. Here instead of 10 by 2, we are going to write 100 by 4. As we know that we can write 25 as 25 times 4 divided by 4, which is 100 by 4. So this time what we are going to do is, if we have to multiply 228 by 25, instead of that, if we place 2 zeros after the number and then mentally divide this by 4, this will give us 5700. So this becomes very fast. So for multiplying by 25, we just place 2 zeros and then divide by 4 mentally. So this will become 5700. And here also we will place 2 zeros after the number and then mentally divide this by 4. This is 1 and 38, so 9, 36, 29, 7, 28 and then 15. So this is 3 and 37 and 25. So 197375. So now this has become faster. Now this is a decimal number. So we will first write the answer without decimal. We will place 2 zeros after the number and then divide by 4. This will give us 539100. And now we will place decimal after leaving 2 places from the right. So this is the answer. So answer is. So now the technique is become very fast. We just place 2 zeros and divide mentally by 4 instead of multiplying by 25. So let us suppose that we have to multiply these numbers. So what we are going to do is we will place 2 zeros after the number and then divide by 4. So the answer will be 1075. Similarly here also this is 256. So we will place 2 zeros and divide by 4. So this will become 6 and 400. So very fast. And again here also this is going to give us 30850. So by this technique, instead of multiplying by 25, we will place 2 zeros after the number, then we will divide mentally by 4. So this is going to give us the answer very fast within a few seconds. Now we know that 125 when multiplied by 8, it gives 1000. So for this, we are using this technique over here. For 125, we will multiply and divide by 8. So this will become 1000 by 8. For multiplying any number by 125, if we multiply directly 632 by 125, it's going to take lots of time. So instead of multiplying by 125, if we multiply by 1000 divided by 8, it's going to give the answer very fast. 8 can divide this 79,000. So in order to multiply any number by 125, place 3 zeros after the number, like here, and then divide by 8. In case you find difficulty in dividing directly by 8, you can divide by 2 and 4. For example, you can divide by 2, so this will give us 316. Then again we can divide by 4, so this will give us. So this way also we can get the answer very fast. Or if we divide it directly, this is better. Like this. Now this is a decimal number. So first we will multiply without decimal. We will place 3 zeros and we will divide by 8. So directly dividing 8 is difficult, then better to divide by 2 first. So this will give us. And now by 4. So this will be. Now we can place decimal also, leaving 2 places from the right. So the final answer is 49870. So this is very fast. For this decimal number, we will place 3 zeros and divide by 8. So if we do it directly, this is going to give us 1 time, 43 is 5 times, 34 is 4 times. And then 1 and then 5, 0. Now there is a decimal, so we can leave just 1 place from the right. So the answer is 15415. And now this is very fast. Now if we try to do it directly, it's going to take time. And now there is a small task for you to practice more problems. And answers are also given to you. And we will continue with more type of tricks in the next lecture. So meet you in the next lecture. Bye.